Hey, hello, hello. Oh man, I just got in, so I know I'm probably looking crazy. I'm probably looking really wild right now, but I just got in, and nice to see you guys. I'm happy to be here, and these guys are going crazy because they think it's snack time, but they don't know that they are the snack. You don't know? I just make you fat so I can eat you. Yes, yes. Just make them fat so you can eat them. Oh, you're good dad, baby. Oh. But anyway. Yeah, exactly, Graham. Exactly. I'm not traveling. I mean, I'm not driving, I'm traveling, right? And I have the right to travel. I want to talk to you guys. Okay, so the thing is, I want to show you guys something, right? I want to show you that ow. Luckily, I like pain. So, it is what it is. Okay. Did you get rid of your pagers? Shut up, you racist. No, I don't understand what's happening, but I want to tell you guys something about that. Because of what's happening, my father is on edge because of what's happening. And I think something happened today where the embassy, he said the embassy is on high alert. Now, if you guys don't know, my family is a family of, well, whatever, but because of I guess I can't I can't talk about yeah, I can't really talk about it. But um next week I may not be available because of what's happening in Lebanon right now and the embassy because we are a government family, you could say. And with what's happening, like with what happened today in Lebanon or at the embassy, I probably will not be streaming next week because of I am saying it 3G Jesus. Okay, I'm trying to just I'm saying it. But yeah, next week I most likely will not be able to stream because of what happened today. And that's what I wanted to tell you guys. My father called me this morning, which was nighttime in Lebanon, and he was telling me about what happened. So yeah, I might not be able to stream next week because I may be put somewhere else for a while. What's up, E Black? What's up, homie? What's up? Hey, listen, you scratched me and you bit me, and now you want to come back. So yeah, okay. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? So what I want us to do is I wanted to share with you guys some sovereign citizens because this is something that I think is good for us to talk about, especially since they say that sovereign citizens and Republicans go together. They say that hey, this is not food. So yeah, they say that sovereign citizens and Republicans go together because we're all conspiracy theorists and we have tinfoil hats and all this. You know what? I need a new jacket made out of rabbit fur. Look, come here. Look at that. Sit. Look at her. She looks so. She's a. Stop kicking. Okay, so this is the devil. She's evil. Look at her. Come here. Stay still. Stay still. All right. So this is the evil one. The other one is the nice one. This one is the devil. We call her devil. I want to turn down the brightness so she can actually see you guys. There we go. Hmm. She ow scratch me again. I sell you to the Koreans. I would never. I would never. Okay, but anyway, this is her. Her name is Remy. Remy. You see how evil she is? Look at the eye. She's not. Look at her. Look. She is. Oh. Mira, mira, mira. Shh. Okay, go. The other one is not evil. The other one is, it doesn't act like that, okay? So that's just the evil one, okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry you guys had to see her behave that way. She doesn't know how to act in front of company. I'm training them. I'm training them. I'm using this, my handy dandy rabbit trainer. This has been very effective. All you have to do is pop them a couple of times with this one, and they learn. They learn. But anyway, so hi Lou. Hey girl. Hi, not you, Yakub. Get off. Hi Lou. Yeah, yeah. Two bunnies. I have two bunnies for right now. We used to have four, but the other two had an accident. They fell into a pot of boiling soup. I don't know what happened. The boiling soup was just there and they just fell into it. So I don't know what happened there, but we used to have four, but now we have two. So I mean, we're just grateful for what we have. We're grateful for whatever we have, and we're still pushing along. No, shut up, Mr. Renegade. He said this stream is already racist and anti-PETA. Listen, fatal attraction with that bunny. Listen. They listen. Wouldn't they? Wouldn't they? Especially the white one, right? The devil one. That one would make a lovely hat. I have a pair of boots that would go perfectly with her fur. I have a pair of boots that are just waiting to have a white hat to go along with them. I do. But anyway, so what I wanted to share with you guys was this. I wanted to share with you guys a couple of sovereign citizen videos because I think it's important that we watch them. You want to know why? It is said that Trump supporters are akin to sovereign citizens. The reason is because Trump supporters typically are anti-government, anti-establishment. They don't trust the government and blah blah blah. And then they say, and so are sovereign citizens. Now, I highly disagree with this because being a sovereign citizen is a what's it called? What is the word, Samael, where it doesn't make sense because being a citizen of something and being sovereign are opposites. So,
Oxymoron.
thank you. There it is. It's an oxymoron to be a sovereign citizen because if you're sovereign, that means you are of no government. You are standing on your own. You are of your own reign. If you're a citizen, you are subject to a government. So, what, how, yeah. So, anyway, thank you, Graham. He got it for me though. He got it. Hey, Graham, you shouldn't be talking logically. Graham, you're supposed to be in here requesting subject matter jurisdiction. Why are you not asking me for subject matter jurisdiction? That's what you should be doing right now, Graham. I can't believe you're actually following the topic. You should be objecting. Where's the objection? This is sure we sure are. Yes. Yes, we are. Well, we are anti-government, that is true. But I'm saying, but I don't see us being sovereign citizens. Another thing is, I've had subscribers of this channel tell me that they were disappointed in me because I believe that the earth is round. Never ever did I actually say that the earth is round. I've always said, here we are on God's great flat earth, this green flat earth that we live on. I've always said that. But when it came down to it, and I said, hey, I say that as a joke, talking about this is God green, or God's green flat earth, that is a joke. And when I said it was a joke, I've had two people message me on emails and tell me that they are disappointed to hear that I believe that the earth is round. They said they never thought that I would be a person that would be influenced or brainwashed by schools and the government lie that the earth is round. When they said, we thought you knew that the earth is flat, and we thought you were one of us. What? Why would you think that I'm one of you? Oh, because you're a Trump supporter. And don't you disagree with the government? I do. Don't you think that the government has control over what people think? I do. So then the earth is flat, right? What the heck? Hey, wait a minute. How did we get from I don't trust the government to let's deny reality? But it is said that us as Trump maggots or what is it called? Right wingers, Republicans, so called, that we are akin to sovereign citizens because we are against the government. So that means that we understand sovereign citizens, and that means that we are more likely to be of the belief of being a sovereign citizen than not because we are right wingers. You guys understand what I'm saying, right? Right. Hi, Neil. He says, that's also why John Adams said our form of government is meant for a righteous and moral people who wholly unsuited, and it's wholly unsuited for any other. And that's another thing, Neil, that I think a lot of people forget when we talk about the way that this country was set up. This country was set up for people who understood this common vision that we have of being an American and the idea of freedom and all of the rights that are given to Americans are rights that other nations were free to give to their people because they looked at their people as barbaric, animalistic, resentful, um, not easily tamed, and so on and so forth. But America did not see people that way. America, well, the beginning of America, the foundation of this nation, they saw people with innate rights and things that were not given to them by other people, but through God. That God gives them these things, and we are not to take those things away from them. They tried to make this country and treat people as souls, like people with souls. And, you guys get the picture. And that's why I said the only thing that we have in common as Americans is that vision, the vision of freedom, the vision of what we think that the world should be. That's the only thing that keeps us together. But anyway, I know we're deviating from the topic. I will pull up the videos for you. Okay? Let me pull them up, and I did not watch them beforehand. I wanted to watch these with you because I'm in a very good mood right now, which is very rare. But I am in a good mood right now. And hold on. I'm trying to pull it up. All right, I found a few. Okay, so anyway, before I get to the videos that we're gonna watch, I wanted to tell you guys something. I'm in a very good mood, and the reason why I think that you guys should be in a good mood with me is because, like I told you guys, I think like 2 weeks ago, that my season is here, and I am completely high off of it. I'm high off of the autumn. The autumn is here. The leaves are falling. Everything is turning golden and red and beautiful. And I am extremely high off of this right now. I am so happy and I feel so good. And it's getting cold and it's foggy. It's cloudy. The wind, I just feel good. I feel good. Okay. The bees are dying and the flies are dying. But the only thing I'm upset about is that my garden is dying as well. But we'll figure out a way. All right, let's go to what we're looking at. Michael says, I'm always high on life. See, I want to get to that point. I want to get to that point where I'm always high on life too. But there's something about between July and August that just sucks the living life out of me. It's something about July and August, the months of July and August, that just really take away my will to live. Yeah, good evening to you, Michael. The garden can hibernate. Yes, that is true. It does hibernate. But I'm going to clean out my garden this year. Hey! Go to the naughty corner. Go to the naughty corner. Go right now. March your hiney over to the naughty corner right now. Because what we will not do, we are not going to start this right now, okay? Because you guys know I'm already very traumatized by you guys always calling me either Wednesday or her mother. Listen, I'm highly traumatized. So anybody who says Wednesday, I don't even care if you're talking about the day Wednesday. You're going to the naughty corner. How about that? Nah? Okay. Now, back to what we were talking about. Ethan, he says, I love hot coffee, cool mornings, and the smell of wet asphalt. I love the gray clouds. Love, love, love. Ethan, Ethan, tell me something. Is there nothing better than waking up like around 7:30, 8 in the morning, right? You still have your home clothes on. You step outside. Is that a rabbit? You step outside of your home, yeah? You have a patio, balcony, whatever. You have a cup of something hot in your hands. It could be tea, it could be coffee. You step outside and that brisk air is dark, it's cloudy. There's little mist in the air. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? And then you take that sip of whatever you're drinking and the steam comes out and you can feel the steam on your face against the cold air on your ears. The feeling is just heavenly. Oh, it's just oh my god, nothing can beat that feeling for me. And that is what I don't get in the summer. The summer is just I get so dragged down with heat and hot and the sun. Oh, the sun. I can't stand it. I can't stand the sun. The sun, I can't stand that mother sucker. I can't stand it. I can't. Hagia? Huh? So, a little light says, I love the summer. Well, you can just cry and cry. Cry me a river because guess what? Your season is over. It's time for me to live a little bit. You're going to have to deal with it, just like I had to deal with your summer. Ethan says, I love the vapor coming out of your breath, leaves on the ground crunching, and droplets of water everywhere. Oh, and the other part is the night. The night starts so early. I'm talking like 4 o'clock, the sun is going down. The sun is going down like 4 or 5 o'clock. The day is done. I mean, like the daylight is done. The day is just beginning on my end. Okay, so the sunset is just the beginning of my day. But man, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? It says fall is better though. Hello. All right. I know. I'm trying to move on, but I just love the conversation. He says summer is hell, summer is death, summer is iblis. Yes, yes, completely. Iblis. Seriously. You have an aversion. I do too, Samael. I have an aversion to the hate ball in the sky too. That thing hates me and I hate it. And we know that we hate each other. We know. We know. That's why it constantly attacks me every time it sees me. I have a condition where never mind, I can't tell you guys because then you guys are going to know what's wrong with me. I'm not going to let you guys know what's wrong with me. I'll never let you guys know. Hagia. But I'm never going to let you guys know what is actually wrong with me because if I tell you guys what happens to me when the sun touches me, you guys are going to think something weird. And I'm not going to let you guys think that because vampires don't exist. They don't exist. So, are you guys ready? Let us do our sovereign citizen. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll pull it up right now and I want to get there's a certain video that I want to show you guys. Okay. Where we go? Oh, let's see. Shh. I'm pulling it. I just want to get the perfect thing, okay? Give me a second. I just want to get the perfect, because we were watching one of these not too long ago. And come on. Why does this always happen? Every time I have you guys here with me, I always lose the thing that I want. Every single time. Every single time. Okay. Hold on. Let me see. You know what? I think it was. Here we go. I found it. Okay. Please be the one that I'm looking for. This is killing me. Okay, here we go. All right, I found one. I found it. All right, I found it. All right, but this one is actually, you know what? This is by On Law and Crime, and I don't really want to use their channel. I don't want to use their channel. Okay. All right, I'm getting closer and closer with every single clip. I'm getting closer and closer to what I'm looking for. All right, here we go. Okay. Because there is a certain channel that does these. They do compilations, and that is the one I want us to look at. I want us to have a look at that one, because those are the best kind, is when I can have a compilation. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. Found it. I found it. All right, I just have to get past the music part, and okay, got it. All right, I found what I want. All right, now I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna share my screen with you all, and let's begin. Rain down on me. What is that? I swear the rabbits gave me rabies.
Article 4, free inhabitant pursuant to the Articles of Confederation. You can look it up. It's in the United States Book of Code.
Really quickly, though. Really quickly. This one, she has a very annoying voice. So I'm tempted to pass her because of her voice being so annoying. But if you guys can handle it, let me know. Once we get into the video, if you guys cannot stand her mouse voice, then we'll skip past her. So just let me know. I know. Zealer says not her. Okay, let me know. I want to do a vote. Do you guys want to hear this wench or no? If you guys do, I'll keep her. If not, I'm gonna skip past her. Here, let me see. How long does she last? This is still her. Okay, here we go. Well, let's just skip past her. Actually, look, everybody else skipped past her too. All right, here we go. All right, let's just skip. Let's go.
What you may have is the opportunity to read. Whoa. This is assault. You've broken my windows. I do not consent. Oh, this is police brutality. Stop. This is police brutality. I haven't done anything.
Wait. I do not consent. Police brutality. Ah! I love it.
I'm too old for this. How you doing? How's it going? Hold on, let me get up there first. I'll talk to you. United States citizen, sir? Yes.
I'm going to opt out.
Well, the thing is, before we can proceed with immigration inspection, if you are, that's fine. I don't really care if you're German or whatever, but are you legally in the United States?
I'm not answering questions.
Okay, then we have to go ahead and take you in. I know you're recording. We'll take you in, identify you, and then you can proceed.
So you're detaining me?
Yes, sir.
That under what probable cause?
on the probable cause that 18 U.S.C. 111. Open the door.
I haven't done anything wrong.
Open the door.
I'm not breaking any laws.
Open the door.
Man.
I don't want to break the glass.
Wait. So you keep saying I haven't done anything wrong while an officer is standing there with a baton about to break your window out. Do you really think that that is the time to say that you haven't done anything wrong?
Don't do it, man. It's not even my truck.
I know. Well, then open the door.
Man, this is absurd. I
It
can't
is.
believe you would do this. I've complied as much as I need to.
Stand back.
No.
Stand back.
No, you're right. And that makes it even worse. That's freaking Border Patrol. Like, what do you think that he's going to think when you say, I'm not a citizen of this nation? What do you think is going to happen to you by saying that to freaking Border Patrol? Oh my God, these guys are. I'm telling you, eating paint chips for breakfast is not the best way to have a balanced diet.
Shit.
Get out. You're in the arrest. Get out, sir.
Then this is a custodial stop. Am I free to go?
This is not custodial. You're detained.
I'm being detained, right?
Yes.
Am I under arrest?
You are not at this moment. Can I see
Okay.
your driver's
Oh, this is my favorite. Okay, guys, watch. When he pulls out his baton, he's going to pull it out like a lightsaber, like he's about to go to freaking war with a lightsaber. Watch.
license?
Now
Insurance.
you're saying that I am being detained.
You are being detained.
The laws only apply to vehicles that
Sir.
have. That's fine. Y'all are
Here
going.
he goes. Here he goes.
Let me see your driver's license.
Then we have another cop pulling up, and I'm
Sir.
sitting here asking
Sir,
them the same
what
thing.
is
I
your
need
name?
you to stand down and get your.
Open your window.
Look at
now,
that
or I'm
move.
gonna bust it out.
Now you're going. Okay, I need you to call, and I need you to get your supervisor
Sir, let me
out
see your
here.
driver's license,
I need your
proof of insurance.
supervisor out here. I need your supervisor. I am asking him for his supervisor. I am asking you for your supervisor. Okay, officer, I am asking you for your supervisor to come out here. Now you have busted my vehicle up, and now you are going to detain me. You are illegally getting into my vehicle, and now you.
I don't feel safe with your glass.
You know, the best part is these people are narrating this stuff that's happening. Now you are breaking my window. Now you are coming into my vehicle. Now you are detaining me. Yeah, I think he knows what he's doing. I don't think he needs a narration on what he's doing or what he's about to do.
This is on. I don't feel safe with your glasses on.
Are you all right? I passed by you here earlier.
Yeah, I'm not okay.
Okay, what's going on then?
I already told the other officer.
What else? Oh, the other. You talked to someone else?
Yeah, the guy that wasn't wearing glasses.
Okay.
I don't talk to cops that wear
He
glasses.
stopped by earlier.
He was. Okay, I'm not talking to you because you obviously don't have a clue what the hell is going on.
Okay, so are you leaving now or what?
Why does it matter what I'm doing, officer?
Well, you see that sign right there?
What, the sign that says State Fish and Game Refuge?
No, the other one that says no parking, fire lane.
Is there a fire going on here?
It doesn't matter.
Okay,
Okay.
thanks for the camera. Hi.
You're welcome. So why don't you leave then?
Okay, I'm gonna
See
leave right
that?
now. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. So
I'll leave right now. Thank you.
That's great.
Hold
Hi,
on.
this is Attorney Mike Grevlin coming to you from Chicago.
This guy is annoying. I'm so sorry. If anybody likes this guy, I know there's people who like Law Talk with Mike. This guy annoys the crap out of me, okay? I just, no, I'm not watching him. But what I will do is find another compilation because I am having a good time and I want to see another one. So hold on one second. Let me pull this up. I found another one and I wanted to pull it up right now. Oh, here it is. I found it. Yes. Okay. All right, here it is. All right, now I'm going to share my screen with you guys. I'm sharing, and there we go. So this guy is a sovereign citizen, and he finds out that it's all a lie.
15th, 2022. officers from the Broward County Sheriff's Department in Fort Lauderdale spotted a sedan with very dark, tinted windows and an illegal license plate. Initially, the vehicle didn't stop before finally pulling over. Unknown to officers, the driver would claim to be a sovereign citizen and proceed to yell and spout a novel's worth of misinformation and legal-sounding snake oil, and that's just the beginning. Let's see how his TikTok legal degree serves him.
Lower all your windows, please. Lower all your windows. Lower all your windows. This is the Broward Sheriff's Office. Lower all your windows all the way down.
583, copy 1050.
What is this?
Just put Belleville Park. We're at Belleville Park. I don't have an exact address on a green Ford four-door. No Florida tag, and driver's uncooperative. We got a couple minutes out here.
You know what I've noticed? They think that if they keep their windows up, that somehow that keeps power against the police.
Lower all your windows.
Yeah, hold on.
You have the window breaker?
Yep. We got a shield?
You have a shield?
Yeah. No, I don't have a shield. We need a shield.
Oh, hold on a second. Hi there, bottom of the barrel, or bottom of the bottle. I did speak about Lebanon a little bit. I don't want to make our stream about Lebanon right now. I know there's plenty of things going on right now. Like I said, I might not be here next week to stream because of what's going on in Lebanon. So I already got past that. I don't want to speak more about it. But nice to see you here. We are enjoying sovereign citizens right now, not thinking about Lebanon. But thank you for... I know John Doe. He says putting on whoop ass. The gloves. I know. Okay, here we go. Oh, I meant to tell you guys. These sovereign citizens, they put up the windows and think that means that the officers can't do anything because the windows are up, or somehow they have power against the officers because they have the windows up. Oh, sorry. Let me unmute it.
Please lower all your windows. Lower all your windows.
His window's cracked. It's cracked. But I can't see inside. Yeah.
Driver, lower all your windows. Lower all your windows. Place your hands out the windows.
Put your hands out the window. Both hands.
My other thing is that, what do they think a judge is going to think when they see these videos replayed, that you are resisting and putting up the window and making an officer yell at you through a crack in the window? Do you think that the judge is going to say, oh yeah, this is the way that, citizens and officers should interact with one another? That's great.
Keep your hands up. Okay, go back. Quick. Hey, if you can get front windshield as soon as fucking
The door's locked.
yeah, I'm gonna smash the window. I got it in my pocket, but someone needs to. Someone.
Not a good idea.
Put your hands out the window. This is the Broward Sheriff's Office. Listen, we just want to talk to you.
We can't talk like this. Yeah, do you have guns on you? You do or you don't? Yeah, we don't know that. Exactly. So keep your hands out so we can come talk to you. We're going to be here all day. We're going to smash your windows if you don't comply.
Yes. Listen, lower your windows and put your hands out the windows for me. Lower your windows. I understand what you're saying. I need you to comply with my commands.
I see what you're saying, that judges typically side with the state, but in majority of cases, the majority of cases are people being disobedient or trying to resist or just being difficult with officers or with the law. So I don't know if it's that the judges are siding with the state or judges are seeing that the person is just being difficult and trying to go against the officers. You know what I mean? It could seem like they're siding with them, but yeah, I don't know.
Yes, you do. Okay, put your hands out the window.
For your safety and our safety, just keep your hands out. Make sure you don't have guns. Yeah, I don't know that. How do I believe you?
Deputies realized that this sovereign citizen has every intent to be as difficult as possible, and they began to form a plan to extricate the suspect.
Someone needs to get lethal coverage. And again, I'll smash the window and we'll try to yank him out.
Oh,
Place your
wow.
hands out the window.
Listen, I don't want to mess up your car, but if you don't listen, we're going to have to break all your windows. I don't want to do that.
Well, obviously he doesn't care about his car, so if he doesn't care about it, might as well. I want to skip forward to the part where here. Oh, he gives him some form of ID. Let's see what this is.
Okay, are you able to unlock your door for me, please?
I'm not unlocking my door.
Is this your information?
Sovereign citizens will also oftentimes create their own identification, including licenses, birth certificates, and passports. Some sovereign citizens have even gone so far as to print their own currency. Several details indicate that the suspect is affiliated with the Moorish Sovereign Citizen Movement, which combines aspects of the Moorish Science Temple of America and the broader Sovereign Citizen Movement. Moorish sovereign citizens have been known to engage in a wide range of scams and criminal activity, such as selling forged documents, tax fraud, and house squatting.
And you are being recorded.
Okay.
I fear for my life.
Okay.
I fear for my life right now. The
Oh,
law
that's a
is
lie.
on my conveyance.
Okay. You're being stopped because your tag is not a valid Florida license plate.
I'm not
or any
operating in
license plate.
commerce. I'm a foreign national. I gave you my identification.
Your name's not in it.
I gave you my identification. You want my information?
Do you have a license?
You want?
No, it's not a Lebanese flag. Typically, they try to use the what's it called? They call it the Moorish flag, but it's actually the Moroccan flag. Yeah, the Moroccan flag. They always use the Moroccan flag to make it seem like somehow they are Moroccan Americans by being Moorish or whatever. Basically, it's just a way of saying, listen, I don't want to say it because I'm going to sound super racist if I say it, okay? I don't want to sound more racist than I already sound on my channel, so I'll keep it to myself.
Listen, unlock the door. This is your last chance. This is your last chance to unlock the door.
I'm giving you my information.
I understand. Listen, we need a license or some sort of state ID.
I'm not operating in commerce to give you a license. I'm not operating in commerce.
Okay, do you have a passport?
License is for commercial activity.
Do you have a passport?
I don't have a passport. I have an international identification I just gave you.
Issued under who?
The 1508 states that that's a lawful identification document.
All right. One more chance.
I don't want to break the window.
Music to my ears.
Step out. Step out of the car. Out of the car. Out of the car.
I'm sorry, but what a surprise. What a surprise. You know, it's mostly Black people who use this Moroccan flag to say that they're Moors or Moorish. And I don't know why. I don't understand what the obsession is with being from Morocco when the majority of Black people in America are not Moroccan. Moroccans, oh my gosh. I don't even think these guys, these people who keep on using the Moroccan flag, I don't think they know the first thing about Morocco. Look, there it is. There it is. Wait. Okay, here we go. Here it is. Okay, so here is the flag. Okay, I paused it. You can't even really see what it says, but it's a fake license plate. They have a bunch of random numbers on there. They have the star of the so from what I know, now I could be wrong, but from what I know, it's a group of Black people in America that say that they are actually Moors And the Moors are Moroccans that traveled from the Middle East up into Spain and conquered. They were conquerors, and then they all got killed by the Spaniards, really. But anyway, they claim to be Moroccans in America, which means that they are sovereign citizens somehow, which doesn't make any sense because, first of all, they are not Moroccan. They don't know the first thing about Morocco. They don't speak Arabic. They're not Arabs, but they think that Moroccans are dark skinned. So that means Moroccans are black. So that means that black people are Moroccan. It, oh my God. All right. I'll play the video.
With. It would be just the tip of the iceberg compared to what the officers would find next. Fact check. Creating a bunch of fake flags does not give you diplomatic immunity.
It smells like 57 in the car.
A what?
It smells like weed in the car, and he's got a badge in there. I don't know.
Smells like 57. Oh my gosh, now I know cop code. 57 is weed.
What that is.
No, but wait. If you ask any black person, Enter the Dragon, Cleopatra was black. If you ask any one of these Moorish people who say that they're Moors or all of the Hebrew Israelites, they say Cleopatra was black, Jesus was black, the first kings of Britain were black, or England, whatever you want to call it at that time. Who else is black? Oh yeah, the Israelis are black. All Israelis are black. All the Jews are black. Native Americans are also black. Indians in India are black, even though they are not ethnically, blood-wise, they are Caucasian. But leave it to the Hebrew Israelites to say those people are black too. Everybody with a hint of brown in their skin is black.
Of sovereignty, and a bunch of quotes from court cases taken out of context. In summary, it's comparable to a legal argument written by a third grader, and not a very bright one at that.
Where'd that badge go?
Still there.
Number attention, 12 Bravo 2. Can you copy on the Signal 35 delayed attention Delta 11?
I'm on Bowen.
Great Seal.
Signal 38.
But he uses American money. This is when he plays the lottery.
Laptops in? The cars?
The suspect was arrested, and a records check revealed that he had outstanding warrants and a suspended Florida driver's license.
What a surprise.
Once in custody.
Wait, are we all surprised that the sovereign citizen has a suspended license? Are we surprised? That's the reason why they use this sovereign citizen mess, is to get out of the fact that they don't have a license. So they're like, oh, so the laws aren't real. I don't have a license, so the laws aren't real. My gosh. Oh wait, I'm reading your guys's. It says, if everyone was black, where did white people come from? Well, Minuka, supposedly everybody just traveled far away from the sun, because when you leave mommy Africa, you get lighter. So we all just left Africa and we all just progressively got lighter, and the hair got straighter progressively, and the hair got lighter too, and then everybody's features started changing just because they weren't in Africa, I guess. I don't know. I guess you're black, Amira. You didn't know? I'm the blackest thing you guys will ever meet. I'm the blackest thing you guys will ever meet. Like That's wrong. That's sad. I know black culture is not hood or ghetto culture. I'm just saying. Let me stop. Let's focus on the videos. Let's focus on the videos before I end up being clipped. No, Ethan. We was kings. All of us. Oh, yeah. 3G says vampires are albino black people that hate summer and drink blood. I'm from Compton. He says still Rachel is more evolved. Apparently. Oh no, don't say that. Don't say that. If she hears you say, oh my gosh, don't say it. Don't say it. Okay, hold on. Wait 1 second, guys. I'm trying to find my next victim of videos. Hold on. Let me find my next victim. Here we go. Ooh. Okay. This one is only 5 minutes long. Here we go. Okay. Are you guys ready? Oh, you guys are going to love this one. Okay. All right. You guys are going to love this one. All right. I'm going to share my screen. You guys are going to love it. Okay. Here we go.
Out of the beat.
I'm not a fiction, and I'm not under the color of law.
We've covered this sovereign citizen before.
Was that so hard? Why do we have to go through that, though?
But now we've uncovered another attempt to...
Number 2, guys, is the same guy. Another arrest. Here we go. Grab your popcorn, grab your drink. Let's see.
Outlawyer the cops. Let's see what happens when his fantasy world meets cold reality.
Okay, so I'm violating your right. Get out of the vehicle.
The initial stop was for driving without a tag light, but these Broward County officers would soon find a tag light to be the least of their worries.
Let me have your driver license and your registration. Huh? You don't have driver license, you don't have registration, so what are you doing?
I don't drive. I travel.
Sovereign citizens will often claim that they are in travel status.
Oh, good night. Listen, even before the officer could even talk to him, he was already getting his stuff out, his garbage out, his verbal diarrhea was already coming out of his mouth, eking out of his mouth already before the officer even said anything. I'm not a registration. I don't drive. I travel. Okay, I'm sorry. I know I paused it. I'll put it back a couple seconds. There you go.
I don't drive. I travel.
Sovereign citizens will often claim that they are in travel status and not driving, arguing that driving is a commercial activity. Relying on this reasoning, sovereign citizens will often forge their own driver's licenses, license plates, and other official documents.
Council jurisdiction, man.
Okay, do me a favor, get out of the vehicle.
No.
Turn off the car and get out of the vehicle. Turn off the car and get out of the vehicle.
You really gonna violate me right here?
Yes. Turn off the car and get out of the vehicle, sir.
Did he say, are you really going to violate me right now? Listen, in Spanish, anybody who speaks Spanish knows that sounds really, really weird in Spanish. I'm going to say it in Spanish for those of you guys that speak Spanish and tell me this doesn't sound weird. Are you guys ready? Lou, don't say anything. Lou Castley, don't say anything. Here we go. ¿Me vas a violar otra vez? Are you going to violate me again? ¿Me vas a violar otra vez? That sounds so wrong. And I'm not going to explain it to you guys because I'm not going to say it.
This is the last time that I'm going to ask you for it.
I gave you my national identification card, man.
Get out of the vehicle, sir.
You're really violating the national.
Do you need a Florida driver license? Not this.
I don't drive, sir.
Okay.
I'm not in your jurisdiction.
Get
sir.
out of the vehicle.
Can you call your supervisor?
My jurisdiction is Broward County.
Can you call your supervisor?
Get out of the vehicle.
Can you call
Sir, you need to make this a lot easier on yourself by just exiting the vehicle.
Listen, can you call
Just get out of the vehicle.
We've asked you more than once now. We've asked you a few times.
Can you call your supervisor?
Get out of the vehicle, sir.
I'm not giving
You need a driver license to drive in the state of Florida.
I don't
Sir.
need registration. I don't need none of that. I'm not.
Hey guys, you guys notice something? He learned his lesson from last time. This time he has the window fully down. Last time, you guys remember, he had the window fully up and he lost his window for it. He learned his lesson from last time. His window is down.
I don't
Sir.
need registration. I don't need none of that. I'm not in your
Sir,
jurisdiction.
get out of the vehicle.
Counselor jurisdiction. That's the law. It's on my window. You
Get
see my
out
flag?
of the vehicle.
You see my flag?
Get out of the vehicle, sir.
Call your supervisor.
Okay, this is the last warning for you to get out of the vehicle.
Can
Okay?
you call your supervisor for me?
Sir, if you don't get out of the car, we're going to take you out of the car. Understand that. We're asking you to go ahead and just step to the back.
We can do this the easy way or the hard way. You choose.
So you're gonna violate?
Nobody's violating your rights. We're asking you to come out of the
my
car.
rights by telling me to get out of my vehicle.
Okay, so I'm violating your right. Get out of the vehicle.
You can't violate the law.
Get out of the vehicle, sir.
Call your supervisor.
I'm gonna call my supervisor. Get out of the vehicle.
It never ends.
When you get out of the car and you step back here, we'll call our supervisor. We want to talk to you out of the car.
Here right now. I need your supervisor here right now. Right now. I am not exiting my conveyance.
Yes, you are exiting your vehicle.
No, I'm not.
What do they think is going to get them? Do they really think that doing this is going to get them anything? Like, when has it ever worked for them? That's my question. Because clearly it's had to have worked with other officers for them to think that this does something, right? Am I right or am I wrong? Because I don't know anybody who would keep doing this knowing where it gets them. It only gets you to charges, arrest, car being towed, or windows broken, and so on and so forth. So why would you keep doing it if
Call your supervisor.
Sir, this is the last time that I'm gonna ask you.
Call your supervisor.
For Alpha 7.
Call your supervisor. Because you're violating the national.
Can I have
You had
one
no
extra?
reason to pull me over at all.
94 to my 1020,
What was your
please.
probable cause to pull me over? You had no reason.
You don't have driver license.
Listen, you had no reason to pull me
Okay.
over. It's because of the report that I did earlier today about my accident. Yeah. So there's no probable cause of you.
Okay. I'm gonna call my supervisor when you get out of the vehicle.
I'm not a fiction, and I'm not under the color of law. I'm not under the color of law. I'm a national.
well. Wait.
We're gonna have one more.
Can I see that one more time? Because that escalated so quickly. I was not prepared. Just one more time. That was so smooth. Did you guys see? Okay, watch. This officer, he acts like he's looking at something else. He looks like he's distracted. He's like, nothing to see here. I'm just checking out something on your car, looking at the VIN, looking at the... Oh, get the heck out the car. Boom, 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 boom. Floor. Boom. Eat concrete. Oh, my God.
The color of law, I'm a national.
Well, you continue here. We're gonna have one more.
Get up.
Wait a sec.
The color was the 56 block music 506
No.
Hello. 2314. 12 Alpha 7 everything have more? Yep. 2314.
Pick the pads up.
He's awfully quiet now. You know, that's kind of strange. He was talking so much and now he's awfully quiet. It's funny how getting a nice big mouthful of concrete silences a person.
License, driving without a tag light, failure to display registration, driving without insurance, and other minor infractions. The suspect pled nolo contendere to resisting arrest and driving with a suspended license in exchange for all other charges to be dropped. He was assessed fines totaling over $300 and is currently late on payments, ensuring that it won't be long before we have more on this sovereign citizen.
You know what? I don't understand why they don't give harsher punishments to these sovereigns that will repeat their behavior each time. I believe that we should have a category of, you could say punishments, a category of, you guys know what I'm talking about? There should be charges specific for the people who waste people's time and waste the taxpayers' services with this nonsense. You know what I mean? There should be. Just like in court. I think that because it is known that these are just tactics, that these are not actually genuine people who are trying to understand the law, but rather these are people who know that they have suspended licenses and they go about using this tactic in order to try to get themselves out of breaking laws, you know, whether they think the law is big or not, whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, I have one more. Ooh, okay, wait, I have two. Okay, I have two more, but wait, I want to see. So there's one guy, he gets pulled over and he thinks he's an attorney. He thinks he's a lawyer, okay? He tries to lawyer the police officers, and then there's one more. So I'm gonna give you guys both of them. I'll give you guys a shorter one first, and then we'll go to the longer one, and then we'll move on to Larry's list. So that's the plan for today. And all right, here we go. I am going to share my screen with you guys to see this next clip, and then we will move on to Larry's list, and so on and so forth. All right, here we go. I'm so happy today. Here we are.
Video exclusively obtained by this channel captures the night a drunk driver would make a series of terrible decisions. This is only the third time a Minnesota State Trooper body cam has been made public. October 8th, 2022. A routine patrol would quickly escalate after spotting an erratic driver on the highway.
73 and 80. 6 minutes in the truck. White light to the rear and weaving.
The driver of the car continued to weave between lanes while troopers observed. A stop was necessary. Troopers had no idea they were pulling over Robert Battle, who already had 3 felony DWI convictions before tonight. And Robert was about to make the situation much worse.
Heading southwest on Orange Street.
With alcohol clouding his judgment, the driver briefly pulled over in the middle of an intersection before fleeing.
Hold on 1 second. 3G, he says, have you ever been pushed down face first in the concrete because of a verbal disagreement? No, thank goodness. But this isn't a verbal disagreement, 3G. This is not, a disagreement with one of your buddies or somebody. This is a repeated behavior from a person who is intentionally resisting officers and law enforcement because he knows that he's breaking the law. He doesn't have a license and he's driving. So I wouldn't say that these are the same circumstances where we could say, oh, it was an overreaction. It wasn't an overreaction because had they continued on the road or the path that they were on, it would have ended worse, 3G, because there was nothing that was going to be de-escalating about that. There was no de-escalation coming. It was only going to escalate. So in my opinion, the officers did exactly what they needed to do to wrap up that situation in a clean box and put him into the jail where he can properly be dealt with through the court system. So yeah, I just wanted to address 3G. Thank you, 3G, for making me think about that.
SB-172.
Recognizing an excessive threat to the public, troopers quickly called off the chase when the drunk driver blew through a...
Oh, one more thing really quickly. If anybody has a disagreement, as they call it, a disagreement with laws, on the side of the road against police officers is not the place to hash out your disagreements. If you really disagree with laws, handle that through the court systems, handle that appropriately. But arguing with officers will not get you anywhere. So when people, I know you said 3G, you said it's about stickers, lights, and papers. But if anybody has a problem with the stickers, lights, and papers that are required by law, that the laws were made, take that up with the legal system. Take that up through the courts. You do not take that up with officers that are just doing their job and enforcing said laws. So, yes, disagreements happen, but side of the road disagreements with officers that are trying to enforce the laws is not the place to handle those disagreements, supposedly disagreements. All right, back to the video. Sorry, guys.
red light. But troopers were still able to follow the driver's trail of debris and chaos.
Might have a crash here.
The driver has already crashed once and lost his entire wheel. In a shocking display of desperation, he continued driving.
You went that way?
We're trying to get our reasons to pursue.
It was only a matter of time before the drunk driver on three wheels crashed again.
Yep, crashed. We got him here. Looks like St. Paul's out with him on the ground. Right next to Highway Credit Union.
The situation remained stressful as the intoxicated suspects struggled to follow instructions during their arrest.
Down on the ground! Down on the ground! On the ground!
A disoriented woman in the back seat suffered a broken nose and likely a concussion. In later testimony, she had little to no recollection of the accident. Unknown to officers at the time, the suspect would try a surprising defense strategy at trial.
You're trying to give me a DWI, huh?
Well, right now you're under arrest for fleeing. Police in a motor vehicle.
So now you're trying to give me you trying to up the charges.
Up the charges? I don't know about that.
Well, I know I've been drinking.
No, I know. I can smell it on you, man. Can you blow this? There you go.
Why would he?
What is that?
Why would you do that? Oh my God. He was so submissive. Did you guys see that? Listen, did you guys see that? This guy is so drunk, he's slurring. He can't even speak right? The officer said, yeah, I can smell it on you. Here, blow on this. What does this guy do? Opens his mouth, inserts the little straw, and blows. Goodness grief, how submissive do you have to be? Now, if you guys call me and you guys just got pulled over, I'm your attorney, okay? If you call me, you better not open your mouth, insert that straw in your mouth, and blow if you are drunk. You had better not. Do not do that. Do not do that. Because if there was a suspicion, if there was a speculation, you have now made that confirmation. Don't do it. Just, ugh. He just opened his mouth and just blew, like, oh my gosh.
Take a look.
Let me see. Oh, okay.
Robert's breath test showed a blood alcohol content of 0.202 at time of arrest. Over an hour later, blood analysis showed an even higher content of 0.232, almost 3 times the legal limit. In spite of this, Robert insisted multiple times throughout his interview with police that he wasn't drunk.
And I'm simply not drunk, bro.
Okay.
I'm simply not drunk. I'm far from drunk.
Oh my God.
I can do my ABCs, I can do the Shabbat test right now, I can do all this shit. He ain't offering me on that. Just let me do it.
Okay.
But I can stand up right here and do the Shabbat test right here and pass. That's going on right now.
His stubborn denial continued after sobering up. A review of court records reveals Robert fired his court-appointed attorney, refused a plea bargain, and demanded a jury trial. He also filed a motion to dismiss his case, arguing that the Constitution is a treaty under religious common law, and that his rights to a speedy trial were violated even though he had not requested one. The trial was held only 3 months after his arrest and lasted less than a day. The jury immediately returned convictions on all 4 counts.
Why? Why? Why would you do that? Oh my gosh. Now I see where he went. Now I get what he thought was going to happen. He thought that he was going to get a jury trial and convince the jury that he wasn't drunk by saying that the Constitution is just a religious treaty. My goodness. Oh my goodness. I listen. These are the people that we are dealing with when it comes to sovereign citizens. But remember, it is said a lot of people on the left believe that Trumpers, MAGA maggots, what we are, MAGA maggots, anybody on the right, that we are the group of people kind of like the sovereign citizens, that we are anti-establishment, anti-government, and anti-logic because we just are against everything. If the government says that the earth is round, we have to argue that the earth is flat. If the government says that the sky is blue, we have to argue that the sky is red. That's not how people on the right are. And it makes me sad that some of these people who are supposed sovereign citizens are actually saying that they are Trump supporters as well. It makes us look bad. I'm like, stop saying that you are one of us. Don't do this. Don't do this. It makes us look bad. And it gives more fuel to the left when they hear that. They're like, oh, yeah, typical. Of course, they're a Trump supporter. All right, let's move on. I want to move on. Well, yeah, Trump is pro police and pro law and order, but sovereign citizens, because they are so they're conspiracy theorists and so on, this is the reason why they compare MAGA maggots, us, MAGA maggots, to sovereign citizens, conspiracy theorists, and all this, because it's the same foundation that, their stories. But the thing is, when Trumpers are talking about the stories against Trump, like, let's say, all of the claims of racism that we know aren't true, all of the speeches that were edited to make it seem like Trump was saying something that he wasn't, all of the things that we point out, these are all labeled conspiracies as well. When we actually try to point out that the leftist media is lying, those are also labeled conspiracies. So my point is, they label Trumpers all conspiracy theorists because we're trying to point out the lies of the leftist media. But it makes us look crazy because people easily believe leftist media. Leftist media has been trusted by a lot of people, especially baby boomers. They have trusted the news all their lives. That's what they have. You guys, your grandparents, you guys know people like your grandparents, even mine. They look at the news and they believe that the news is the end all be all, that the news is telling the truth, that the news is giving us the information that we need to know. And us as younger generations that have grown up with the internet, we've grown up with information at our fingertips since us being in diapers. We've grown up with this. We constantly have to point out to the baby boomers and so on and tell them, hey, that stuff that you're seeing on MSNBC or ABC or CNN, these are all lies. This is not true. But we look like conspiracy theorists when we try to point out that these are lies. So their idea is to say, Trumpers are all conspiracy theorists. And if you are a conspiracy theorist, then you are in line with sovereign citizens. You are in line with those who are, what is it called? What are those people who are like anti-government, but they're also, there is a name for them. They're anti-government and they are no, not anti-fascist. It's a form of that, but somehow, some way, the anti-fascists on the left have used it to say it's a leftist movement. I hope you guys understand where I'm going, because anti-fascism is more of a right-wing thing if it were true, but I see that leftists are using the anti-fascism and actually being fascist. Does that make sense? I hope I'm not losing you guys. I know this is me trying to explain my thoughts. Forgive me, guys, if I have confused any of you. I apologize if I did. All right, I'm moving on. I have a list of news for you guys really quickly. I'm pulling it up. Thank you, Andy Pickle. I'm going to try to say this word. I'm going to remind you guys that I speak 5 languages. Well, 4 fluently and 5, the other one is partial. But keep that in mind when I try to say this word. All right, here we go. Anti, no, not anti, we're English. Establishmentarianism. Establishmentarianism. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Frost, don't say that. Don't say that. He says, I can't wait for the boomers to not exist anymore. Don't say that. That you take that back, Frost, because you're going to regret saying that when all of they have given us a couple of good things. The boomers have. They've given us, the boomers have contributed to modern society. They made Velcro. Velcro was made by a boomer. They were the most selfish generation to ever exist. I believe that the boomers were the most selfish generation to ever exist. And the reason I say that is because they have set us up, Gen X, millennials, Gen Z, and beyond, they have set us up for literal failure. They have depleted anything that the silent generation had ever made for us. The silent generation, and the ones before them, they were actually setting up their descendants for good things. And the boomer generation just literally came and sucked everything for themselves. They have ruined the economy, they have ruined politics, they have ruined social security, retirement possibilities. They have taken away so many things away from us as the younger generation. I'm sorry to say this, but they have taken, I know, Frost, I'm sorry, I was trying to tell you to be nice, but let's be real. I'm not saying that I want them dead, but I'm just saying I wish that they would recognize what they have done, how they have put the younger generations in a position where we have to, and the thing is, people always look back on the boomers, and a lot of people look back at that time and say, oh, that was the greatest time for America. It was, and they sucked it dry and left us with nothing from that era. They lived it. The boomers got to live the high time of America and then sucked it dry and left nothing for us. All right, I know. Okay. Frost, I went from yelling at you and trying to admonish you to actually agreeing with you and backing you up fully, because these these people have ruined so much for us. And 3G says boomers can drive across country without a phone or Google Maps. That is not a skill. That is something that they had to learn how to do because they had no choice. I tell you what, 3G, listen, that does not take away what they have done to us, to the economy, to our chances of retirement, of social security, all of the things that they enjoy, or they are enjoying, we will never see because of them. and they are sucking it dry, and then they're just gonna die, and then we are left with nothing. And they don't give a darn. Joe Biden, okay, all right. I'm already angry. I'm angry. Frost, why did you do this? 3G says boomers gave women the right to vote. And look at our country now. You think that's a good thing, 3G? They have ruined us. But you know what? Don't even get me started. Don't get me started, 3G. I don't know if you're mentioning that to make me mad or as a good thing. I don't know if you're mentioning that as a good thing, but they gave women the right to vote, and now we have to deal with the consequences of that. Now we have to deal with Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris, because women have the right to vote thanks to boomers. Great. I'm mad. I was having such a good night, and then Frost had to come over here and make everything so darn serious again. Oh. Andy says, try not to lump everyone into groups. Andy, listen, Andy, we're all a part of groups, whether we like it or not. Whether you like it or not, whether you claim to be a part of the group or you don't claim to be a part of the group, you're still a part of a group. And groups are generalizations, and generalizations make sense. Doesn't mean that every single one of the person did it, but the world lives on generalizations. We do not live on individualism. The world does not live on every individualistic person. These group of people have ruined us. This group in particular, boomers, the boomer generation. A major problem we have is energy inflation. It multiplied the cost of everything. And guess what? These boomers are about to rot. They're about to croak and die and leave us. All right. Okay. I'm stopping. Frost, you see what you did? Go to the naughty corner. Frost, go to the naughty corner for 1 minute. Just for what you just did. Go to the naughty corner. You're going to the naughty corner. If I have to send you myself, you're going. Yakub says, boomers are the reason why feminism exists. Do you, Yakub, listen, come here, Yakub. Do you think that was the best time to say that sentence? Do you think that this is the best time when wait, Yakub, obviously you're not, you know, social cues and reading the room is not something, it's not your strong point. It's not your strong point, but you know what? It's okay, Yakub. We're going to get through this together. Reading the room is something that you need to learn. And Yakub, do you think that this was a time for that sentence? All right. I need to, all right. Larry made a list. And now we're in the perfect mood to read said list. We are just in the perfect mood for the list, aren't we? Okay, here we go. In the news, Harvard, the University of Harvard. A Harvard study has just declared brain damage as the cause of religious fundamentalism. According to Harvard researchers, the increased level of religious fundamentalism is caused by brain damage. These researchers claim that there is an overlap between areas of the brain associated with religious fundamentalism, confabulation, which is like imagination, you know, false beliefs, making false beliefs, imagination, and all that. So there's an association, an overlap between the areas of the brain associated with religious fundamentalism, confabulation, and criminal behavior. These findings are based on the research performed on two types of patients. The first type of patient was people living in rural Iowa with brain injuries. The second group of patients were Vietnam War veterans. I'm angry. I'm angry. It's coming out. It's coming out again. It's coming. So let me get this straight. You got Vietnam War veterans to do this research study, right? But you can't get them help over these the illegal immigrants. But wait. You remember the Vietnam War veterans. You remember our veterans when it's time for a research study to be done. But you don't remember them when, oh, they need aid, they need health care, they need money, place to live, shelter. You remember them when it's time for a research study for your Harvard graduates, your Harvard scientists. You remember the Vietnam War veterans when it's time for a research study, but you don't remember them when it comes to, because I remember just not too long ago, people were getting money for being illegals and being put up in hotels and so on and so forth. But I know I'm on a completely different topic. Back to this. The first group of patients were people who were living in rural Iowa with brain injuries. And the second group of people were Vietnam War veterans. And they are saying that doing a study with these groups of people they've come to the conclusion that brain damage is the cause of religious fundamentalism. So that means, like, for you to actually believe in God and have these religious beliefs and so on, it's because you're brain damaged. Okay. Moving on. Let's move on to the next story. Let's move on to the next story. Arizona county sheriffs have refused to enforce potential immigration measures. Sheriffs in Arizona told reporters that they will not enforce a state measure that makes it a crime for illegal immigrants to invade America through the Arizona border. They will not enforce the state measure that makes it a crime to invade America through the Arizona border. The excuses cited for their refusal to enforce the potential law ranges from budget concerns to accusations of racism. Racism. Because it's either we don't have money to enforce the laws, or the laws are racist because we must protect the poor browns. We must protect them. When asked to provide details on the budget concerns, Sheriff Chris Nanos said, and I quote, "If I book a migrant in my county jail, I'm paying for those costs without any funding from the state. Who wants to do this silly law with no funding? I don't get funding from the federal government. But there's another caveat that I've seen for a couple of decades. The federal government on the border doesn't have enough courts. They don't have enough judges, and they sure enough don't have enough attorneys." You know what, Sheriff? You know what, Sheriff? Sheriff. Hi. How are you doing? Hi. Just a citizen, a normal citizen. Now, I know I know that, but I'm still a citizen of the United States and proud to be. Sheriff, let me ask you something. How about you not worry your little head about the courts? How about you do your job and hopefully that side will learn to do their job, because we don't need you to stop doing your job because you're worried about how many attorneys are available to try the illegals. Don't worry about how many attorneys there are. Huh? But he's saying that he is paying for the costs of booking illegals in the county jail. So when he books those illegals in the county jail that he's paying for them, I don't is that true? Does anybody know if there is a sheriff's if there's a sheriff's um not bureau, what can you call it, sheriff's office that has to pay out of pocket for, is this true? I don't know. But anyway, I'll move on to the next part. It turns out that wait, is this wait. This is wait. There's something else. Because there's another continuation to this story, but it looks like yes, there is. Okay, here we go. Border Patrol has had choice words for Kamala Harris. Okay, here we go. Now here's another one following the story that I just said. Here we go. After Kamala Harris's Arizona border visit and her vow to crack down on illegal immigration, a fired up Border Patrol union had very strong words for the presidential hopeful. Vice President Kamala Harris has ignored the border problem she's created for years. She goes down there for 20 minutes for a photo op and then decides to repeat some of the things that the National Border Patrol Council has said before. But again, where has she been the last 3.5 years? The union spokesman continued on, saying Vice President Harris asserted that CBP needed more resources. We have apprehended over 8 million illegal immigrants over the last 4 years. Now you realize we need more help 38 days before the election? Woo! I don't know how. Now, listen, I don't know. If somebody spoke to me that way, I would have to put my head down in shame, because how do you respond to someone calling you out like that? How can you respond? Well, let's see. Kamala Harris did respond, and let's see what she said. Oh, actually, she lied. Okay. Aside from not responding directly to the sheriff, she said the union spokesperson also revealed that Kamala Harris lied during her speech when she claimed to have a part in the Border Patrol getting an overtime pay raise back in December. So she said that she had a part in the Border Patrol getting an overtime pay raise back in December of last year. Today, VP Harris claimed that she played a role in increasing Border Patrol agent overtime pay, when this couldn't be further from the truth. As with all things border related, that she was nowhere to be found when people actually needed her. There's claims that there has been millions of arrests at the border, which is crazy to think of, because even in those millions of arrests, these are also returning people who were sent off and they return. So these aren't all unique arrests. These are people who are returning These are coyotes. These are people who are constantly on the border, crossing back and forth. These arrests are, oh my gosh. All right, I'm moving on. Hold on one second. Well, yeah, Yakub, everybody knows it. And the crazy thing is, the whole country can see it. The whole country can see it. Okay, hold on one second. All right, I'm moving on. Oh, Nate says, hi, Nate. Nate's meme said, all the boomers I know work their butts off for what they have. I'm not saying that they didn't work their butts off. I'm not saying that they didn't. I'm saying that if you look at the reason why people in my generation and younger are never going to see Social Security, we're never going to see, I mean, at this rate, my age or my generation, we won't be able to retire until we are 70. And I think that they're even talking about raising the retirement age. We won't see half of the benefits that the boomers have. We won't even see half of it. I don't even think it will even exist when I get to that age. And that is because of the decisions that the boomers made that maybe they didn't know. Maybe they didn't know that it was going to ruin the chances for the younger people coming behind them. But they've made some bad decisions that are going to affect us and everyone younger. Heck, I think even Gen X is already starting to feel the effects. Us millennials aren't any better, but we're not there yet. We're not there to that age. Millennials aren't even really in office in Congress yet. The Congress is still full of boomers and Gen X. So I would say millennials aren't better, but we haven't even gotten to that age yet. We're not even in the age where we can dominate or rule things yet. And half of Congress is full of people who are in there for life. So I can't really say that we're better or worse yet, Zealage, because we haven't gotten to the position of power yet. We haven't even gotten to that age yet where we can dominate anything. We're not there. Once we get there, then I can decide if we're worse or better. But we're not there yet. We're just not there. We're still too young. Lippo says, yeah, Gen X here. I'll probably work past 65. That's not what it was supposed to be. We weren't supposed to be this. And like I said, Social Security will become a pipe dream. We're not even going to know what that is. When I get that age, we're not going to know what that is. But anyway, hold on one second. I'm going back to our list. Hold on. Oh man. Oh. Okay, here we go. LGBTQIA plus pedos plus everything sick news. Are you guys ready for some LGBT news? Are you guys excited? Are you guys prepared with your 1,000 bottles of baby oil? Baby oil. Because as you guys know, P. Diddy's mansion was found to have over 1,000 bottles of baby oil just stored away in the pantry. Because who knows why they needed all that baby oil. I mean, maybe their skin was really dry. Maybe they had a lot of babies that they needed to oil. Who knows? I mean, it could be completely innocent reasons of why all that baby oil was needed. But nonetheless, let's talk about LGBTQIA plus pedos plus everything sick for a little bit. There have been over 30 celebrities joining in an auction to replace LGBTQIA plus pedos plus everything sick books in classrooms. 30 celebrities have joined an auction aimed at, quote unquote, keeping censorship out of education by battling LGBTQ book bans. The auction was hosted by a group called Pride and Less Prejudice. Oh, doesn't that just roll off the tongue? Pride and Less Prejudice. Pride and Less Prejudice. which is just the religion of. Sorry, Samael, I won't do it. I won't do it. We've been having a good stream thus far. Maybe I shouldn't say it because it would be wrong of me to call it the religion of butt fucking tonight. I mean, we're actually having a normal night. There's no need for me to say that because I think you guys kind of understand where I'm going. What? I didn't.
He just slipped it in there like one of them.
Well, the baby oil was just so flowing. The baby oil was flowing. I'm just. Okay, so Pride and Less Prejudice. Doesn't that sound like a wonderful group that you guys would love to be a part of? Pride and Less Prejudice have meetings every Sunday morning at the crack of dawn. I shouldn't speak about cracks when I'm talking about Pride and Prejudice. But at the crack of dawn, you can join Pride and Less Prejudice. They have wonderful meetings together on Sundays, but nonetheless, the auction was hosted by a group called Pride and Less Prejudice with the goal of raising $20,000 to place 1,600 books into elementary schools across the country. This venture isn't new for the advocacy group. They have raised over $250,000 since 2019, and they are responsible for 16,000 LGBTQIA books flooding into pre-K through third grade classrooms. Pre-K through third grade. What is that age group? Pre-K. What is pre-K, Samael? How old is a pre-K child? 6, 5?
Usually older than younger than 6. Yeah, younger than 6 or 5. Yeah. That's pre-kindergarten. So pre-kindergarten starts when you're about 5 or 6 years old.
And how old are you in third grade?
9, I think.
They are responsible for 16,000 LGBT books being flooded into pre-K through third grade classrooms. And recent laws banning alphabet community books have successfully removed over 10,000 of those books from elementary schools. Oh, well, that was a nice ending to that. Okay, I feel better. That sentence made me feel a little bit better, but not fully, but a little bit better. That now recent laws are being passed to remove those alphabet community books from our children's elementary schools. I am so happy to hear that. But think of all the children that have been traumatized since this crap started, that didn't have to be traumatized, that didn't have to know about butt fucking. Think about it. Think about it. Because when I was that age, I was nowhere near thinking about the religion of booty bandits. Nowhere in my little 6 to 9, 10-year-old brain did booty bandits ever come to my imagination. I never thought about anything close to that, but I don't understand why they believe that pre-K through 3rd grade needs to know about this. What the children can't read right now. The children can't read. But yet they know about booty banditry. All right. Let's okay. So I'm not gonna read this next story. I think I'm gonna let this one go because the last story has really kind of pissed me off. Sorry guys. I'm sorry to say. It did piss me off. So I think I'm gonna let that one go. I don't think I can even read another story at this point. But all right, here we go. Nate, I know. I'm sorry, Nate. But Nate, doesn't it do something inside of you all? I mean, I can't be the only one. Doesn't it do something inside of you all? It just feels so, it infuriates me. It just like inside of me, it's something, it's innate. It's something that is so natural within us as humans to just want to crack every bone of a person. I want to crack their bones and I want to feel them snap in between my hands. You know what I mean? I want to feel it. I want to feel the snapping of every single piece of keratin that they have in their bodies, every bone, every tendon, everything about it. I just want to feel it in my hands. I want to destroy them and I want to do it slowly and I want to watch and listen to them suffer. But I'm not a violent person, so there's just something innate that comes. It's a feeling, and I can't bear the idea of knowing that people are this sick. I just can't. I can't. No. You guys know, if you guys really want to get rich one day, we know what we need to do. We need to find a way to make a pay-per-view showing of certain criminals, the worst of the worst, getting their up and comings on live TV. And when I say this, I mean people who are sentenced to death. People who are sentenced to death. Make it public. That's what it used to be. It used to be public. Now we say, "Oh, life is so precious. We can't, the death penalty shouldn't exist." But yet they still kill fetuses every day. They kill the babies, but they won't kill the chomos. They won't kill the pervert, but they'll kill the babies though. We need to put it on pay-per-view. You will get so rich. Do you know how many people are itching to see some justice, some actual justice be served? People are itching to see people, the worst of society, the leeches on society, the cockroaches of our world. We are itching to see justice be served. And one of those ways that justice could be served is, I'm not going to say it. I'll just, but you guys understand what I'm saying. I'm not going to say it. No. It's not dark. We are going back to the light. We're going back to the light. The election is in a couple of days. The election will be in about 35 days or so, 35, 36 days. The election is happening. Are you guys ready for what's going to come? Are you guys ready for the uproar? Because that's what it's going to be. Are you guys ready? Are you prepared? Do you know where you're going to vote? Are you going to vote? What's it called? Not premature, but what is it called, Samael? When you vote early? Early voting, right? That's what it's called, right? Early voting.
Yeah, it's just early voting.
Okay, I thought there was a word for it, like premature election, premature election. I don't know. You understand?
Premature election.
What? Yes, premature election because it's premature, like it's happening anyway. So I was going to ask you, are you guys ready for what's coming? Are you guys ready to you guys know that no matter which way this goes, it's going to be rough. It's going to be rougher if it doesn't go to Trump. But if it does go to Trump, it's still going to be rough because there is going to be uproar because the people, there's very powerful people that are very interested in Kamala Harris being voted in or, installed. So, are you guys ready for what's coming? Do you guys know where you're going to vote? Are you going to early vote? Are you going to vote in person? Are you going to, you guys, that's what I'm saying. Are you guys ready? Because you only have 35 or so days left. So I know where I'm voting. I know where I'm going to vote. I know when and I know how and all that stuff. So I know what I'm going to do. And I'm probably going to early vote. So Neil says, as the Dems say, vote early, vote often. well, no, Neil. They're like, vote early, vote twice. Bring your dead grandma. Bring the dog. Everybody gets a vote. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is going to be rough. This is going to be so rough. But you guys know it's going to get bad. It's going to get bad. And I am, Samael says, I vote in person on the day. Got it. Primo voto. Yeah, I think I'm going to primo vote. Yeah. Says, PE left me unsatisfied. Huh? What are you saying? Zelich says, I think early voting is the way. I don't trust those machines. Bingo. That's part of the reason why I want to early vote is because I don't trust the voting count on the day of the day, right? For some reason, I think on the day of the day, things are going to get so convoluted. I'd rather just go ahead and put my vote in early so you know what's coming before it even, Trump all the way, of course. Who else would it be? Who else would it be? Did you guys know that the people, I believe it was a union, I forget which union it was, but recently a group of unions came out that were typically, they voted blue no matter who for decades. They've all voted blue no matter who. This whole union has decided that they're all dedicated to voting Trump this year. A Democrat union, a whole union is voting Trump. That it's crazy. Vote 10 million over the population. You guys already know Kamala Harris is going to receive 8 billion votes. You guys know that, right? 8 billion votes. She's going to have the largest turnout of any person in history. Even the fetuses are voting. The children are voting. everybody's voting for Kamala Harris. So we need to get out there and make sure our votes count too. Mr. Magnetic. Hey, Mr. Magnetic. He says, you guys are going to love the Amish and homeless, though? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean by that. Well, the Amish don't vote, but I have seen the Amish flying Trump flags for some reason. And I thought the Amish never get political, but they've been flying Trump flags, which is it's a surprising thing to see. It's pretty gangster to see that. And Zealish says, I'm not waiting in those long lines. Each of Amira's personalities are going to vote. I'm going to go fry some fish right now, probably. He says they're voting red. Oh, they are. The homeless? Why would the homeless vote red? But I understand the Amish, but the Amish don't vote. They don't vote, I don't think, do they? So I don't think that's true, Mr. Magnetic. I don't think that's true. Amish are riding dirty for MAGA. Alrighty then. So then we know what we're going to do. Like I said, I recommend you guys all voting early if you can, because the day of the day, we don't know what they're going to try to pull on the day of the day. So I recommend voting early if you can. But, maybe it would be better, the element of surprise. You know what I mean? Instead of them being ready. Because if we all vote early, then they're going to know how many votes they're going to need to counteract, counter. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter either way. Who knows? But he says the Amish might vote this time. There has been videos of them with Trump flags. I've seen them. With Trump flags on their buggies. Crazy. All right, guys. Yes, there it is. Teamsters. He says Teamsters didn't endorse anyone because they could not get member polls going for Harris, but 2 did go for Trump. No, that was one of the unions that I was talking about. They did actually decide on voting Trump, and they've been Democrats for the longest, but they decided on voting Trump. When you have unions that have been blue no matter who saying that they're voting Trump, I mean, I love it. I love it. And Samael says, we don't know what they're going to do with the early ballots either. There are no guarantees. You're right. You're right. That's true. In fact, it might be easier to manipulate the early ballots than the ones on the day of the day, right? So, yeah, you're right. It might be easier to manipulate early ballots. I don't know. I just want to ensure that it doesn't get manipulated, but there's no way to ensure it. You're right. You're right. Mr. Magnetic says the homeless think Trump has their best interests. I don't know what you mean by that. What homeless is not really a group of voters. Like I don't know what you mean by that. Like there's no candidate that is out there saying I'm for the homeless. So I don't know what you mean by that. Like that homeless think that Trump has their best interest. What would be their best interest? Getting them a tent? I don't know what, if you're homeless, really, I mean, I don't think the president is your biggest concern if you're homeless. Probably the president that's probably not your biggest concern, but who knows? Oh, he says it's like how young minorities don't vote. But I think we're seeing a shift. Enter the Dragon. We're seeing a shift. Young people they're motivated now to get into this because it's all over the internet. Trump is a sensation. He's a sensation for the young voters too now. So, yeah. Tim says the Teamsters members heavily favored Trump, but the union didn't officially endorse a candidate. Okay. All right. Well, maybe I'm just hoping, right? Because when I saw them, they were saying that the majority of them were voting Trump. They said that they said it outright. Majority are voting Trump. So John Doe says, the homeless see the illegals getting better treatment. You're right. That could be you know what? But the homeless are not a group that it's not like they're veterans or something like that. You know what I mean? They're not somebody that America has to bend over backwards to help just because you're homeless. The the people that we should be bending over backwards to help are those people who have sacrificed, who have contributed to us, to the society, to America. And the veterans are the biggest people that we should be bending over backwards for. People, because you're homeless, I don't know. Like, yeah, there are people who fall on hard times and end up homeless. But for what I'm seeing, the majority of homeless outside are not people that are looking for work and just can't find it. The majority that I see outside in those tents outside are happy to be out there. They are getting high. They're on fentanyl because fentanyl is the thing nowadays. They seem to be okay. And then you see a lot of them even say that they'd rather be homeless than paying these high mortgages and high rents and dealing with the bills of today and all that, because it's so hard to live. For the average American, it's so hard to live. I've seen people say that they're happy to be homeless and not have to pay taxes and not have to deal with the rising high rent rent prices, and so on. It says some homeless are vets with PTSD. Exactly. So I'd rather care about the vets than especially the ones that are on fentanyl and heroin and all that stuff. I don't. They made their decision. For me, they made their decision. There's no reason why a perfectly healthy person cannot find work. You can't find something to do to earn money. There's something anybody can do. If you really don't want to be out there on the streets, there's something that everybody can do. But a lot of people feel like they're above certain types of work. They're like, no, I'm above that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to wash cars. I'm above that. No, that's too hard. What will people think of me? Mr. Magnetic said, well, there's pros to cons to everything in that case. Well, in any case, Mr. Magnetic, don't you agree? There are pros and cons to everything. Everything. But I guess we just need to make the decision that has less cons and more pros, I guess you could say. Well, Carrie, that's something else. I'm not even going to speak on that. Thank you all for joining me today. I'm going to go fry my fish. I'm going to go fry my rabbits as well. Well, no, I'm not going to fry them. I'm going to make rabbit soup. Rabbit soup and then fried fish and some rice. And that's going to be a dinner for tonight alongside of my other food that I eat. Good night, everyone. Thank you all for joining me. Good night, Mr. Magnetic. Thank you for joining me tonight. I will see you all possibly next week, but most likely not because of what's happening in Lebanon. I might be out of the country next week. The other thing is my birthday is on Tuesday, I guess. Tuesday or Wednesday. I think Tuesday. I might come online for a little bit on Tuesday just to say hi to you guys on my birthday, but it all depends on where I am at that time. Yondo says, I hope you talk about Candace when you come back. It's a big story. What about Candace? What happened? She's married and she has her I don't see anything. What's wrong? I don't see anything about Candace. Oh. No, I don't see anything about... No. I don't think I've seen anything about Candace.
There's something about her exposing Kamala's family for something. I haven't heard much about it yet myself.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, I just looked online. They have her on Google. Candace Owens is on Google. It says that she's 35 years old. I didn't know she was 35. I thought she was older than that. Huh. She's younger than I thought. Oh. Aw. Okay. Well then. All right. Well then, I guess that's it. Yeah. If there's anything that I find out by Tuesday, then when I come back on Tuesday, then I'll talk to you guys about it and we'll talk about Candace. But it depends on what it is. I guess it's to get about Kamala Harris's family is what Samael says. And if that's the case, I would love to talk about it because obviously there's an election happening. So, oh, she's 1 year older than you. Oh, it's about slave owning. Oh, really? Okay. Nate says he was homeless at one point, so he understands the situation. At one point, you got out of it because anybody can fall on hard times, right? But like I said, those who want to get out of it, they find their way out. They work hard and find their way out. You see people outside homeless for 10 years just out there. And it's not because they haven't had an opportunity in those 10 years to get out of the homelessness. It's because they just either adapted to that life, they like it, or they've developed a drug addiction that keeps them homeless. Oh, thank you, John Doe. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, then, guys. Good night, everyone. I appreciate you all joining me tonight. And with that, I yield my time. I might see you all Tuesday. Bye-bye.